What's up, good peoples? This is Max LaRue Speaks. I'm your host, Max LaRue. In today's topic, we'll be discussing blue collar luxury brand or Blue Luxe. So I created the lane blue collar luxury brand because it's something that I was really thinking about, something I was just really set with for a minute. And it's a lane that I want to create on purpose to be a disruptor to the fashion industry and just kind of open some lanes in some different avenues. And so I created the Blue Luxe brand, the Blue Luxe lane. The brand is Max LaRue, but the lane is Blue Luxe. So I created that. So, because I think that white collar have their own lane, which is corporate, pretty button up, which I love. I really love white collar, fashion and things of that nature. No stranger to it. But it only made sense for me to get into the blue collar, merge that together with the fashion that I have on now, that you guys see now. And the reason why is because it's kind of strange in a sense, but it all makes sense. It's like I've worked as a blue collar worker. I worked several blue collar jobs. I currently work as a blue collar worker right now. And I've always been a person that was really into fashion. And it just started for me just creating these different, looks, me being where I'm at as a worker. We wear uniforms, but I wear my uniform different from the other people that wear their uniform. I created my own type of hat that goes along with it's still following the same guidelines of my job, colors and all. But I just kind of created from there and just kind of went into my own lane. Like, hey, okay, it's kind of buzz a little couple of things into my head. Like, hey, I might could do something with this. It was some things like it kind of birthed from there. The idea was always there, but it kind of really like birthed that way. For me creating from my job and then just other coworkers asking me about, hey man, you think you can make me one of them hats? You think it got crazy for a while. So I was like, I started creating hats and things of that nature. Then one thing led to another. I ended up talking to the management, and just long story short, I really couldn't do any more creations on that end. Words, it just got a little bit too difficult for me to do so. Let's just say that. I'm not gonna get into all the logistics of what happened and whatever. But anyway, so that was the birth of the blue collar. That was like that was the extension of the birth of the blue collar. I always had the blue collar going, for some years before. I just never went to create until a couple of years, a couple of years ago, before I started making content. So that's my whole spiel with that being what it is. But the blue collar is something that I like to pay homage to, like anybody that worked in the blue collar field, things like that, like myself. So like say case in point, like it's a police officer, fireman, I'm making different type of looks with that. I'm taking different ideas from that look, that type of aesthetic, and I'm just kind of mixing it into my own little way and just put my own touch to it, my own color schemes, things of that nature. So I'm just really got really many things that's cooking up. I'm stirring up the pot right now, So yeah, just stick with me. Anyway, what I have on today is the Max LaRue hat. One of my many newest addition to what I'm bringing out. I'm coming with these funky colors, and as you guys can see on the script, it's what it says. I get many people asking about that, like when I wear it out in the public. They ask, what did I say? That's a pretty dope look. So I say, it says a classic modern brand that creates a classic. Hold on, let me get it right. A classic modern brand that peaks the expression of aesthetic art. So, what that means in a nutshell, not to get all wordy, is just basically like I'm here to be a disruptor. I'm making classic stuff, and I'm bringing some modern touch to it, and that I'm being very creative with the aesthetic look. So that's basically what I mean when I say that. I just kind of want to brand it on my cap, do something like that. I just, that's one of the things I'm doing. And then, of course, I got the dope colors with the peach writing, the script right there, and the high, saying the high vis orange. Well, I'm sorry, the high vis orange right here underneath, and the highlighted green, the neon green. So, I'm just really I like to like put a lot of different color schemes into some, even colors that people may not think that may work. I'm here to be a disruptor when it comes to that. Like, hey, I can marry that together. So I marry a lot of different things that most people won't find and see, won't even think that will work. They wouldn't even probably think like, man, I didn't know he could pull it off with that. But but I'm here to do that. So yeah, so that's pretty much what it is with the blue collar lane. Is I'm coming with the material. I'm very keen on when it comes down to like the material. That's key for me. Colors, like I said in the first videos, the way I create is the color. Subject is maybe like if it's a trucker, policeman, whatever the look I'm trying to aim for. I just throw my own twist to it. That's the subject. And then I never told you guys the third though. The third is really what I want to do, is just start just like not just the colors, but just start creating from an eye where I just start testing myself with things. So I'm still not telling you guys, that's still a secret. That's I can't give all my ingredients out like that. No, name a place that that's like really popping and give all their key ingredients out. Yeah, that's I'm just gonna give you a little bit of snippet and then that's it. I think that's only right. But anyway, just stick with me. So yeah, that's what it is. Blue collar lane. I'm creating from different avenues. Subject matters. And I was gonna give you guys that sauce though, but can't do the sauce. So anyway, I just want to create in those different areas, and I just have many more to share with you guys. Just stick with me. Let me know what you guys think in the comments about this look that I have on today, and I'll be coming with many more. Thanks for joining me today. Max the Roof Speaks. Until the next one, let's get into it.